Uh, Good morning, students. Okay, so I hope everyone is good and safe at home. I am doing well and attending online classes also with the same spirit, with the same things. So we would like to continue the lesson. So last lessons we were studying about a tiger in a house. Okay, so written by Ruskin Bond, very beautiful lesson. And today we are going to discuss the half part of that one. So before going to start the half part, so we will study about the some things what happened in the last class. The Timothy, what is that? Timothy is a tiger name given by a forest guard grandfather. They found in a forest and brought into home. Okay, was too small and lost his parents. Okay, and so while taking home, so they try to give milk and all. And while taking that tiger from the forest in a jeep or in a vehicle, it was unhappy because it is being taken to the cities aside, and they were given milk to have that one, but it was not able to digest to that tiger because it is non-vegetarian. Okay, and as soon as the Timothy brought into home, so it was a good company to those. So good company was one is two friends were there. Two is Toto and Monkey. What is the friend's name? What? Two friends were there to play with them. That Timothy means the tiger. So they were both friends were teasing that much more to that and pulling his leg. Okay, and irritating that young tiger more and more. They used to pull the leg. Okay, and grab the things, and they used to climb the curtain or in the cupboards. Okay, so then one of the favorite place for the Timothy to sleep is on the sofa. It used to sleep like a king and used to enjoy. And at night it used to sleep in the kitchen. So again days are passing again. That Timothy means the tiger grown up little bit, and so it was doing some nonsense things also. Nonsense things, it is grown up and it is showing his characters. Character in the sense, tiger character in the sense, okay, snatching, okay, beating means exactly means not beating, biting, okay, grabbing the things, food, okay, and pan, some eatable things and disturbing some neighbors, okay. And what happened? And when the Timothy used to take to the garden, there people used to get feared because it is a tiger, but home secured with it, that is tiger. Okay, and it is very unhappy to say that the tiger was not trained up. Okay, it was just living in the home, and when it is taken to outside in garden, it used to what is called get scared to the people there. And Timothy, now grandfather decided, okay, now it is growing up, so you should not keep at home. Again, it will be harmful to us only. So again, they were trying to take that to forest. Okay, the nearest zoo was at Lucknow, 200 meters away, reserved in the first class compartment for himself and Timothy. No one would share the compartment with him. Grandfather took him to Lucknow, where the zoo authorities were only too glad to receive as a gift, as well as fed from fiercely civilized tiger. And as soon as they heard that one more tiger is coming to our zoo with the grandfather means forest guard, so they were very happy that yes, again one more guest is coming to our zoo, and they felt very happy and started giving honor to that grandfather. About 6 months later, when my grandparents were visiting relatives in Lucknow, grandfather took the opportunity of calling at the zoo to see how Timothy was getting on. I was not there to accompany him, but I heard all about it when he returned to Dera. Okay, so after 6 months, again grandfather with some family members they went to that zoo, and that grandfather recalled, yes, let's see the tiger now, because almost 6 months got over. Will it recognize us or not? Okay, whatever it may be. Then what this that person was guard, security guard, means the in charge person of security this forest, and was thinking as a author he was thinking. So if I was there in that place, I would enjoy. I would see the tiger. But after as soon as heard that grandfather returned to home and trying to say about this tiger. Yes, arriving at zoo, grandfather made straight for the particular cakes in which Timothy had been interested. The tiger was there, crouched at the corner, full growth with the magnificent such coat. Okay, so the grandfather saw that tiger. Grandfather saw the tiger, and as soon as he saw the tiger, so he felt very happy, but at the same time he felt very, he got scared, he got angry, got scared. Okay, that by seeing that big tiger. The tiger approached the bars and allowed grandfather to put both hands around his head. Grandfather stroked his tiger forehead and tickled his ears, and whenever he glided, snatched him across the mouth, which was old way of keeping him quiet. So then the grandfather went to near the tiger, and he was started carrying the tiger, and at that time, so that tiger was feeling, yes, this is a person, means I just know a little bit that person. Just he started recognizing that one. He linked the grandfather's hands and only sprang away when the leopard in the next cake snailed at him. Grandfather seized the leopard away, and the tiger returned to lick his hands, but every now and then the leopard would rush at the bar and the tiger would slink back to his corner. Okay, so again what was the things happening? Again the grandfather was going to near to that tiger and started carrying, with his hand on his head, all those things. And there only the leopard was there, and it was scaring to that tiger. A number of people had gathered to watch the reunion when the keepers rushed his way through the crowd and asked grandfather what he was doing. Okay, and by seeing this situation, by seeing the care concern of the tiger with the grandfather, everyone is rushed to see that what is happening. Yes, so people were gathering there and gathered to see this reunion of the grandfather and the tiger, and the security guard also was eagerly waiting. What is happening? What is happening? Then he also came to that near and asking, I am talking to Timothy, said the grandfather. Weren't you here when I gave him to zoo 6 months ago? And the security guard was coming and asking, hey sir, what you are doing, sir? Exactly what you are doing, sir? Tell me, sir, why these people are crowded here? Then the grandfather said, I am talking to Timothy. Timothy means I am talking to that my tiger. I am talking to my tiger. Do you remember that 6 months back only I have just dropped this zoo and I went? I haven't been here very long, sir, said the surprised keeper. Please continue your conversations, but I have never been able to touch him myself. He is always very bad tempered. Okay, then security guard is saying, I don't know, sir, what you are and where you are, but I would like to say about this tiger. Whenever I come to this tiger nearly, he just will not sit quiet. He just scares me and he just make me to angry. But I didn't touch till that one. So it is very bad to me. It is very tempered. Why don't you put him somewhere else? Suggested grandfather. That leopard keeps frightening him. I'll go and see the superintendent about it. So that again grandfather saying to the security guard, why don't you shift to this tiger to somewhere, because this leopard is disturbing this tiger so much. And regarding this, I'll speak with the superintendent, means next authority. Grandfather went in search of superintendent of the zoo, but found that he had gone him early, and so after wandering about the zoo for a little while, he returned to Timothy's cake to say goodbye. It was beginning to get dark. So again the grandfather is supposed to tell to that superintendent, and he just searched here and there, but he didn't get Again, while going to home, means it was too dark, and while taking leave from this zoo, again he just grandfather went to zoo and say a goodbye to the Timothy. He had been stroked and slapped. Timothy was about 5 minutes when he found another keeper observing him with some alarm. Grandfather recognized him as the keeper who had been there when Timothy had first came to zoo. Okay, while going, he just saw suddenly, grandfather saw backside suddenly and here and there, and after that he just found that okay, that Timothy is still watching me. So still it is watching me, because at 6 months back only I left him here only, but still it is recognizing me, still it is getting identified me. So he just felt very happy. You remember me, said grandfather. Now why don't you transfer Timothy to another cage away from this stupid leopard? Okay, again that grandfather was requesting to the authority or to the guard or the superintendent, yes, why don't you shift to this tiger to somewhere, because this leopard is disturbing more to them. But sir, stumbled the keeper, it is not your tiger, sir. Huh? Then again the keeper says, sir, it is good to care you all, sir, but for your information, it is not your tiger. I know, said the grandfather testily. I realize he is no longer mine, but you might at least take a suggestion or two from me. Okay, and the grandfather says, okay, as you said, that is right. Now it is no longer to me, is my friend, it is not my home family. Okay, yet at least as a zoo caretaker or the concerned person of these things, at least I can say, at least please transfer this tiger to some other case. It will be very happy, otherwise it will disturb, means it is getting disturbed by the leopard more. Okay, I remember your tiger very well, said the keeper. He died 2 months ago. Died, extremely grandfather. Okay, I remember your tiger very well. Then the security guard said, sir, exactly, I am telling you, this is not your tiger. I am telling you, this is not your tiger, and for your kind information, your tiger passed away 2 months back only. Means he died 2 months back only. Died, extremely grandfather got very shocked. How can it possible? Okay, yes, sir. Of pronouns, this tiger was trapped in the hills only last month and he is very dangerous. Okay. Then the security guard was saying, yes, sir, your tiger was passed away. That the 2 months back only. This new tiger brought from the forest, from the hill station, 1 month back only, and it is so dangerous. And why you are going to near that one and saying that is your tiger and all? Okay. Grandfather could think of nothing to say. The tiger was still licking his arms with the increasing release. Grandfather took what seems to him an age of withdrawal his hands from the cage. Okay, and I don't know what is happening with me. The grandfather says, whenever I go to near that cage, there the tiger, it is just scaring me a lot. Then how can you say that this is not my tiger? Then security guard says, yes, no sir, definitely it is not your tiger. Your tiger passed away 2 months back only. Now it is not your tiger. This recently from the hill stations we got this only when it is so dangerous, and I don't know why it is scaring you a lot. But whenever I go to near, then the grandfather was saying, whenever I go to near that tiger, it is scaring me a lot. Okay. With his face near the tiger, he muted, good night Timothy, and giving the keeper a scrum lock and walked breathless out of the. At last the tiger, the grandfather was saying goodbye to the Timothy and saying, sorry my dear friends, now it's time to leave from here. Okay, so I believe that you are alive and you are only the Timothy, you are my favorite. Okay, and so by seeing that one, by saying goodbye, he is leaving from that place. Yes, dear friends, I hope now it is a very interesting story. I think you might have also heard this story somewhere, or you have also seen the zoo somewhere. And if you go to Mysore or some other states, you will find a good zoos. Okay, there all this so many celebrities are taking care of their children, their animals, and giving a lot of funds to those animals also for taking care. So now with this, just I would like to conclude the topic, and just give me 2 minutes time. Okay, just I say once again, a tiger in the house is written by Ruskin Bond. It is a beautiful story of security guard, forest in charge person, forest guard, and the tiger name is Timothy. Once what happened, so that while coming from the hill station, while coming from the forest, they found a tiger, means Timothy. So they found and they took to the house, and while taking, it was too naughty and doing so much nonsense things. And in the jeep only, in the vehicle only, so they were given a food to eat, that one, milk and all, but it was not digested, that Timothy. Okay, and as soon as they brought to home, so it was got two friends here, Toto and Monkey, and this Timothy was made friendship with this one, but these two used to tease to Timothy a lot. They used to pull the leg, pull the tail, and they used to climb. Okay, and they used to climb the garden, they used to climb the cupboard things, almari things, all those things. Okay, but Timothy's was very cool. Okay, because it was too small. And this favorite place, Timothy's favorite place is for sleeping is sofa. In all sofa, like a king used to sit. And Timothy's favorite place to sleep is in the kitchen. Okay, and whenever the grandfathers or the security in charge of this thing, so whenever he used to take to the garden to the Timothy, so people used to get fear. Yes, what is a tiger came? But for them it is a Timothy. For other people it is a tiger. Again, okay, now days are passing. Now Timothy is a little bit growing up, and it was doing some other nonsense things also. Means snatching or staring to the people, all those things. And this habit was not sufficient, not digesting to the grandfather and all. So then finally the grandfather decided to send this Timothy to the nearest zoo. Again they went to the nearest zoo, Lucknow, 200 meters away, and they just dropped the Timothy, the tiger, to the zoo. Again day passes. After 6 months, again the grandfather with the parents, with the family, so they went to see that zoo. They went to zoo, and they remembered, yes, 6 months back only I have given the tiger to this forest, this zoo. Let me see what it is, where it is exactly. And Timothy was there. He believed. Okay, grandfather believed that Timothy was here already. And by seeing all animals, just he went to near that one and just started taking his hand and rubbing his bodies. And that tiger also was snatching, caring that grandfather. And again, by seeing this one, the people gathered there, and that security guard came, okay, and asking what happened. No, this is my Timothy. And they said, security guard said, this is not your Timothy, so this is your tiger. This is tiger. No, I remember exactly. 6 months back only I gave this Timothy to here, but I don't know. It is my Timothy only. Okay. And why you have given this much space to this one? So I'll just speak your superiority. Then again the grandfather went to superintendent to meet that one, in charge person, higher authority to forest. And by seeing here and there, he didn't find anyone, and he just came back to security guard and said, at least you try to make arrangement for this one separate. And this security guard said one more shocking news to him. Sir, I remember exactly to your tiger, sir, and I don't think so this is your Timothy. The Timothy passed away 2 months back only. The grandfather was in a stunt. They were surprised, and by listening this verse, he got astonished. Then he asked once again, what happened? Sir, this Timothy passed away last month back. This is one more tiger we recently brought from the hill station, and it is now only 1 month old. 1 month back only we brought this one. But the grandfather felt very happy and he was not able to express anything. I couldn't think of nothing to say. Then he found now there is no time to say anything. But then finally grandfather went to again that near to that tiger. By thinking that it was my Timothy, and say goodbye to all, because it was getting night. So he went from that place with his family. So by this story, beautiful 4 stories we have just discussed and finished. So soon I am going to send these question answers and all those things. Hope you enjoyed the class. Hope you enjoyed the things. I hope that with the same respect, with the same spirit, with the same smile. So next class we are going to study about the next lesson, but before that I am going to send the question answers for this one. Okay, thank you friends. So be happy, be safe. See you soon.